ladies and gentlemen, world famous Tennessee rock star here. I'm telling you why Post Malone with Nirvana, Post-Vana, would have kicked friggin' Kendrick Lamar's little booty. Kendrick Lamar. Just kidding. There's nothing really wrong with Kendrick Lamar, but here's the thing. A Super Bowl show is supposed to be high energy, loud, simple, big. Everyone should know the words. Everyone should know the artist and the song. Kendrick Lamar, it requires a freaking thesaurus to understand what he's saying. And let's do this thing too. You don't want to do it? You don't want to do it? We're going to do it. 48% of Americans consider rock and roll one of their favorite genres, where only 30% of Americans consider rap one of their favorite genres. So here's rap, here's rock. Now, why is this important? Because 33% consider country a favorite genre, and 40% consider pop a favorite genre. Post Malone is country, pop, rap, and now with Nirvana, rock. You have the entire country. You have the entirety of all Americans. Meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar is 30% of Americans. Now, on top of that, it's higher energy, okay? 50 Cent could have played the Super Bowl. Eminem could have. Kendrick Lamar shouldn't have, okay? Post Malone Nirvana should have. They just went on SNL. They just did this thing. Why would you not have them play the Super Bowl? Now, what would they play, you might say? Heart-shaped box, okay? Duh. Into In Bloom. Then they go, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Okay, I would say Come As You Are, but it's going to slow everything down, and we don't really want to do that right now. Anyways, boom, mega viral, insane merch. Think of the merch. Kurt Cobain's head is a football, like the Stewie football. Stewie from Family Guy is a football. They used to sell those. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. If you disagree, agree, let me know in the comments, okay? I'm not going to read them. Just kidding. I'm going to argue with you. Anyways, my name, Farrell, world famous Tennessee rock star, but you already know that. I'm famous. Oh! This is my band, Black Licorice. You already know this, but this is Down the Drain. You already know that. Sounds like early Arctic Monkeys, the White Stripes, garage rock, that kind of thing. This is Getting Closer. Kind of sounds more like Rage Against the Machine, Franz Ferdinand, System of a Down, something like that. Maybe Finger 11. Maybe. Leave a comment if you know who Finger 11 are. And I have a website called newrockdynasty.com. If you're a diehard rock fan, you like rock and roll, that is where all the new bands are. Seriously. I made a free website where instead of all the bands having separate little websites on the internet and social media profiles fighting to be heard by their fans in the algorithm, I made a website just for rock people to talk to each other. So bands, it's completely free. They make fan clubs and they can talk about whatever they want. Their music, they can sell their merch, they can post their shows, they can do all these things. They can talk about whatever they want. Fans can make their own forums, talk about whatever they want. Oh my God. So who is there? I wonder who's there. It's the people who watched my videos and like rock so much and are so diehard to find new rock that they went on there to check out all the bands and then made an account and stayed. That's the people who are on there. So if you make an account on there and you find bands you like and that are similar to you and you say, hey, you should check out my music. You go and talk, say a couple things first and have a conversation with some people. Then you can be like, hey, see if you guys like my music. You can be like, we're influenced by this. Boom. Hey, I just did a mix of this song. What do you think? Boom. Oh, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, go on there. That's how you're going to find fans. Anyways, but if you want to find new music and you're a fan, go on there as well. Because the bands who are making music who are so dedicated, they're like, I'm going to make a freaking account on this website. I don't care. I'm going to talk to everyone on this website because these are the diehard people. Those are the people who are going to make music. And even if they're just starting out and it's not like the production or whatever isn't there where you want it to be, they're the people who are going to get the production there and going to get the songwriting even better because they're the ones who care the most. Okay? If you're a band, all it takes is 1,000 fans on newrockdynasty.com spending $100, whether it's on merch or tickets throughout the course of 360 days. That's whatever, 30 cents a day. On just random stuff from your band, and you make $100,000 a year if 1,000 people spend $100 in your band. So if you care about bringing back rock, Rick Beato doesn't, Fantano doesn't. They say they do, but they don't actually do anything. This is a solution. I'm 22. It's only going to continue to get bigger. I keep getting bigger and bigger guests on my podcast. I'm going to continue to do so. I'm going to continue to have people from newrockdynasty.com who have small bands on my podcast in between the big guests. When I'm having Dave Grohl on and Darren Malekin from System of a Down, in the middle is going to be you, so I can promote and bring back rock, and you can launch a podcast or whatever you want and get fans going to check out your music. That's the whole point. We need to have a rock ecosystem outside of the industry. Anyways, if you care about rock, you care about bringing things back, join now, because I am inevitable. We are inevitable. This whole group of people, the whole thing we're doing, you might not like me. You don't have to. It's strictly the right thing to do, and it will be done. I am doing it, and I will continue to do it. I'm losing money. I have no money. I spend $2,000 a year on this website minimum. I make no money. I make 2% off the merch. So if you sell a commemorative t-shirt for $40 of your band, I make 80 cents and you make $39.20. I make no money. Until, what is that? Like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of purchases need to be going through on the website for me to break even. At least thousands, but hundreds to thousands. I'm not doing the math on this now. But all this is actually, there'd need to be $100,000 worth. So people would need to be making $100,000. Users of the site need to make $100,000 before I stop losing money. People on the site need to make $100,000 before I stop losing money. That is how much I care about rock. And I want people to stop losing. I want to stop losing money. Do I not? Of course I want to stop losing money, which means I want you and fans to spend at least $100,000 a year on the site so I stop losing money. Now you might say, why don't I go on Instagram and TikTok? Great, go there, but they can ban you at any time. They can stop showing you to people. The algorithm changes, you're screwed. You don't get to just see everything that's posted. Your fans don't get to see everything you're posting. On New Rock Dynasty, they do. How do you know who are your followers? You might have 2,000 followers on Instagram and only 30 people on New Rock Dynasty. The 30 people will actually come to your show. Those 2,000 won't. That's the point. Anyways, I need to make $100,000. You need to make $100,000 for me to break even. To not be losing money. I care. Rick Beato does not care. He says he cares. He sells you guitar course. Guys, you can Google guitar lessons. You know this, right? You can Google them. What are we doing? Anyways, rockers unite. It's inevitable. I'm going to be rich and famous within like a month. It doesn't even matter. This is one of 8,000 videos. Anyways, love you party people. And I'll check you in the next one because we're talking about what? Pantera. Why Pantera should play the Super Bowl. Now, this one's going to get really crazy, so you're going to want to go check it out. I'll see you in the next video. Rockers, unite! Let me save myself and your soon abuse selves. I guess I don't want to hear any of your bloody excuses. You always say you can't, but your claims are proofless. Just give it to me straight, cause I'm sick of that bullshit. Don't tell it to me. 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 I watch them dribble at your face for yourself. I'll get you back to square one with your lack of uses. Although we know a man's fate is whatever he chooses. It's truly up to him if he wins or loses. Don't tell